we're finally ready to work on this sections project, where we will put together everything we have learned to create something cool in Minecraft. Our first project will be rather simple, but no worries, as you progress, things will be getting more and more interesting. So, for this first project, we will be doing a teleportation tour, and in order to complete it, we need to perform the following steps. First, we will have to explore the Minecraft world and find interesting locations. Anything that looks nice to you, like a huge lake or a lava waterfall. And then we're going to collect the coordinates of that location, and we will give that location a name. After we have collected at least 3 locations, we're going to create a Python program to perform a teleportation tour. But since things happen really fast in Python, we're going to be using a new function to control time and make things go a little bit slower. So we'll go into more details soon. And then after the teleportation tour program is ready, we will run it and enjoy it. All right, let's do it. So part 1, we need to navigate the world. So I'm gonna maximize this, and I'm just gonna move around and try to find an interesting place. I kind of like this. I'm gonna call this the snow bridge. It's like a small bridge covered in snow. So I'm gonna call this one the snow bridge. So the next thing you need to do is determine the coordinates of this place. So I'm gonna stand on the bridge. Okay. I'm gonna press F3 and I will collect the coordinates. Remember, to collect the coordinates, you can check XYZ or block. Okay. So those are the coordinates. No, don't forget that. So I'm gonna go back to, I'm gonna leave the game for a while, and I will open the old friend of mine, Teleportation, and right here, I'm just gonna take notes. So I will collect the coordinates here. It's x negative 885, y is 106, and z is 197. Okay, and I will create a variable here called location1 and the name of the location. So as I said, this location will be called maybe Snowy Bridge. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna save this with Control S. I'll go back to Minecraft and I will proceed to find another interesting location. I'm just gonna fly and move around the world and find another interesting location. There's a lake right here. So I'm gonna make my next location this lake. I'm gonna go down and just go here by the lake. And since there is a lot of green around it, I'm gonna call it the Green Grass Lake. So I'm gonna collect the locations again. I open my script, and what I will do is, I'm actually just going to call this location. I will copy the whole thing and paste it again below, and then here get the new coordinates. So it's negative 150, 63, and 240, and I will call this location Green Grass Lake. All right, I'm gonna get one more. And I think I'm gonna use this lava waterfall right here. So I'm gonna stand right here in front of the waterfall. I'm gonna go back to my script. I will paste yet another copy of the coordinates and the teleportation code, and I'm gonna use the new coordinates here. So now it's -101, 69, and 62. And I'm gonna call this lava waterfall. Okay, so I have added 3 locations. Feel free to add more, as many as you want. Also feel free to find more interesting places than what I found. But for now, this is enough to create a teleportation tour. Now, this program is far from complete. Before we can actually complete it, we need to introduce the time module. And the reason to have a time module is that if I run this right now, you will see everything happen so fast that you won't be able to enjoy the tour. So let's first add a few messages to the chat to tell us where we are going to be moving, and then let's add the time module thing. So let's go. After we teleport, we will post to chat the name of the new location, and let's go ahead and add some message. This is a very cool natural bridge. Okay, so when I go to that location, I show the name of the location, and then I also show the message. All right, so now let me just copy this actually here and put it right here. Green Grass Lake. And here the message can be something like, the water looks so fresh. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the same here and write something like, don't get too close, it is very hot. Okay, so this is it. Now, as I was saying earlier, if I were to run this code right now, you see all the messages are shown there. I'm gonna press F3. You can see all the messages there, and you were taken to the last place in our tour, which is the lava waterfall. I'm just gonna move away from here to show you again so that you can see what the problem is. So moving a little bit far away from the lava. I'm gonna run the code again. And I'm back to the lava waterfall, and all messages were shown because Python is running my code as fast as possible, and that's cool. That's how Python should work. But we want to have a chance to enjoy all the nice places that I found before I get to the lava waterfall. So in order to do that, we need to pause between teleportations and give the user a chance to explore the location we're visiting. So in order to do that, I'm gonna introduce to you the time module. To use modules in Python, you just need to type import and the name of the module, import time. It is very important to do this at the very top or at least before you use the module, because if you try to use the module before you import it, then you are going to get an error. So it's a good practice to always do that at the top. So I'm going to use the time module right now. So I will move right after the teleportation has happened and the message is shown. And I'm going to use the time module and use the sleep function from the time module. And this sleep function will make our Python program pause for a certain number of seconds. And to tell the function how many seconds, we give the argument here. And I want to pause for 10 seconds. That will give me enough time to observe the nice places we are visiting. So I'm going to copy this, and right after we teleport and we display the messages, we pause. We don't really need to pause at the very end because that's when the program stops. But the idea is that between jumps, you add a call to the sleep function to allow you to pause your Python program and observe the locations. Okay, so this completes the teleportation tour. Now I'm going to run it and enjoy it. So I run it and then I go to the snowy bridge. So you can observe the snowy bridge, and then 10 seconds later, you will be taken to the next location. Now this is the green grass lake. So I can fly and observe it, look around, see how cool it is. And 10 seconds later, I go to the lava waterfall. Okay, so again, I can fly and observe the waterfall. And that's the end of my tour. So again, feel free to add as many locations as you want. Find very cool places to visit, add nicer messages, and have fun showing your friends your teleportation tour. This concludes this project.